on those very red macro market days, which three names did you take the most advantage of?
So I went hard. I emptied all my cash, 6% cash position emptied. I went on 20% margin while on vacation on an island looking for wedding venues. Like I had to trade because this is like a generational buying opportunity when the VIX explodes to the 60s. Top three purchases I made, I initiated an Nvidia position in my long-term growth portfolio at $92.75. It's up 40% in less than 3 weeks. And it's a $2 trillion company I initiated. All that fear that everyone always had in Nvidia of like, oh, it's ran up so much. Like now the rug's getting pulled. It's going to return back to the mean. It's a cyclical business. You guys are all schmucks for holding it for that long. We've both been saying like in this baseball game of AI, we're in the third inning of Nvidia's dominance, not the seventh or eighth. There is plenty of room. And I anticipate Nvidia having this dominance for like at least 2 years. So that's definitely a 40% move on a long-term position when I just initiated. Huge W. Second one was Palantir. This happened, I think, the day of Palantir's earnings, maybe the day before. So I was able to scoop up additional 10% shares at $21. I think right now it's trading at $33 or close to it. I've wanted to beef up my Palantir position for quite some time. I got an overweight position under $10, nearly tripled since then. And now it's a 10% position in my growth portfolio, but I want more. I want this to be like 12 to 15% because I am so confident. And I think the market's now pricing them this way as well. They're going to be the leaders in the enterprise AI space. They will. Not just that, they also have an insane second leg in growth for AI in the government side of their business, in government IT. So like I wanted as much exposure as possible, and they were not giving me the pullbacks that I desired to enter and add more because that's such an insane cost average. But I was able to add a 21. Third position, which hasn't ran as much as I would want, but I'm happy I initiated a position in it, is Amazon. I think Amazon will be fighting for Nvidia as a spot for the $10 trillion club. I don't know which one's going to hit there first, but I think both of them will. And Amazon right now is just basing nothing wrong with their business. I know there's a lot of fears of the recession is going to hit their e-commerce side of their business because you saw the operational margins go from 10.5% to I think below 10. And that scared a lot of people off. I could care less about their e-commerce business. You know why? It's because their AWS business alone is worth over $1 trillion in my opinion. I could care less what it does. I'm all about they're the king of cloud computing, which is on fire right now due to AI and is not going to go away anytime soon because we're still in that AI related investment phase of the digital economy. And they're not even writing off the automation warehouse capabilities that Amazon will be able to provide down the line, which will be bonkers, in my opinion, for the operation margins of their e-commerce side of the business. And it's just, they're going to be a monster company. They're worth like less than $2 trillion, I think, right now. I don't even know what their valuation is. I just think they have a ton of runway if I believe they're fighting for Nvidia for the $10 trillion club. So like those are my top three purchases. I was like, yes, definitely loved it. And we're benefiting off it. Like a lot of people are like, you should start trimming if you went hard on that market tantrum 3 weeks ago. Yep. I'm not. Look at the chart in April when the SPY had a similar like dip and broke the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. What occurred? Low volume up to the right for 2 or 3 straight months. I don't know if we're going to get that right now because of the seasonality weakness we have in September, October, but I think we're still in a bull market that's going to be continuing for at least until next year. So I'm holding.